Those of you who are absent yesterday, please stand. What happened? You are irregular. The other day also you were absent. Huh? I asked you, no? Huh? Why? What happened to you? No, hereafter either you come regularly or come with letters. You cannot simply come as and when you like. Do you follow? You cannot just come one day, take 2 days off, then come another day. That's not right. I'll follow your attendance. Sit down. And kindly, for heaven's sake, be neat, shine your shoes. Don't bring your horse dirt to the school. Huh? Who will ask you, man, now to shine your shoes? Are you in first standard? LKG fellows? You are just wearing the dirty ones and coming. Your lifetime have you shine your shoe, man? And you don't want to get corona and you are tying tight your nose. And your legs are so dirty. It's also part of cleanliness. You look at your shoes once. Tomorrow if you come like that, I'll make it to stand there. So you remind each other. It's a good habit. Appearance are assets, man, idiots. If you go like this, they'll ask from which jungle you are coming. You must look neat. Yesterday we had done the fourth scene that was happening in Belmont. Portia was planning something and she has entrusted her house to Lorenzo and Jessica, and she has got a plan of going and praying in the monastery, okay, which is just away 2 miles. And she sent Balthasar to Dr. Ballario, Padua, in order to get the notes and the garments. What are these notes? What are these garments? We will come to know slowly. So the story is being told and it is made very interesting. A small twist is given. Portia is jumping into the action as a part of solution to help Antonio, the dear friend of Bassanio. Scene 5, this is also happening in Belmont. But this is happening in a garden. You know, garden cannot be a serious place. You can't hold the serious talks in. Serious talks are held in a room. That's because you need some secrecy. But in a garden, most people think that garden is a safe place, but it is open to all the public, vulgar gauge. People can see in our gardens, in our parks, those are all public places. You can't have a serious discussion in public place. Anyway, the scene is set in garden. Now who are coming onto the stage? Lancelot. Lancelot is another new character that we are meeting, and Jessica. Jessica is the runaway wife of runaway wife, I said. Runaway wife of Lorenzo. Lancelot. Yes, truly. For look you, the sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Therefore, I promise you, I fear you. I was always plain with you. And so now I speak my agitation of the matter. Therefore, be of good cheer. For truly, I think you are damned. For truly, I think you are damned. Damned. Destroyed. You are condemned. What? For truly, yes, truly, for look you means pay attention. Pay attention. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. The children inherit the property of the parents, and they must also inherit the wrongdoings of the consequences of the wrongdoings of their fathers, their parents. Therefore, I promise you, I fear you. Therefore, I promise you, I'll obey you. Because if you commit any mistake, I will be inheriting that. Because he is another servant. I was always plain with you. I have always plain means sincere. I have always been true to you, sincere to you, no hide and seek. And so now I speak my agitation of the matter. Now I speak the agitation, opposition. I speak my opposition of the matter. Therefore, be of good cheer. Be of good cheer. Be happy. For truly I think you are damned. For truly, for really, I consider that you are destroyed. You are condemned. Jessica, I shall be saved by my husband. I shall be saved. She is taking seriously. I will be saved, protected, liberated by my husband. Why? Husband is not a righteous man, but for simple reason, he hath made me a Christian. Because this girl has been a Jewish girl, Shylock's daughter, sinner. So because of the elopement, she has become Christian. Lancelot, truly, the more to blame he. So really, he must be blamed more. We were Christians, ye now before. We have been many Christians, even before you got converted. Because you have converted yourself to be a Christian, the Christian strength has not gone up. We have been many, even as many as could well live. There are many good Christians who live well, one by another. This making of Christians will raise the price of hogs. This making of Christians, when more people become more Christians, the price of the hogs will be hiked. It's a joke. Why the price of the hogs should go up if more people are becoming Christians? What is the connection between hog and Jessica? What is a hog? Hog. Hog is a pig. Hog is a pig. And swine, another name for pig. Okay? Swine meat is not eaten by pork. Pork. Pork is pig meat is called pork. And buffalo meat is called beef. Buffalo or cow meat is called beef. So the Jews have got some what is it called? A religious obligation not to eat. The Jews have got a a religious obligation not to eat pork. Okay? Because they're against that. So he says, now all the people who have not been eating, when they are not eating, the pork is cheaper. Now when they are becoming Christians, the eaters of pork eating people are increasing. Naturally, demand is increasing, pork price is going up. This making of Christians will raise the price of hogs. If we grow all to be pork eaters, if all of us are starting to eat pork, we shall not shortly have a rasher on the coals for money. A rasher, small piece. You will not have even a small piece of pork to be roasted on the fire, on the coals. I'll tell my husband Lancelot, what do you say? Here he comes. You are making fun of me. It's a joke, no? It's a joke. So she is telling, I'll complain to my husband. Who is her husband? Lorenzo. Here he comes. Lorenzo, enter. Lorenzo, I shall grow jealous of you shortly, Lancelot, if you thus get my wife into corners. If you are, corners means pushing to a corner means make person speechless. You would not only speechless, motionless. You don't allow the person to move. If you push a person to a corner, which side will he go? You are blocking one side, rest all the sides, wall is blocking. So, what is he saying? You are cornering my wife, you are making her speechless. I grow jealous of you. I want to make that, but I cannot make. At least you are making. So he is adding more fun to the situation. Nay, you need not fear us, Lorenzo. Lancelot and I are out. Lorenzo, you don't need to be afraid. Lancelot and I are out. He tells me flatly, there is no mercy for me in heaven, because I am a Jew's daughter, and he says, you are no good member of the Commonwealth, for in converting Jews to Christians, you raise the price of pork. This talk is just on light manner. Little chit-chatting on silly matters. You understand, no? Understand? Lorenzo, go in, sir. Bid them prepare for dinner. Go and tell them, prepare for dinner. Lorenzo, good Lord, what a wit snapper you are. What a joker you are. Wit snapper. Then, bid them prepare dinner. Okay, tell them prepare dinner. Lancelot, this is done to serve. Only cover is the word. Cover is the word. What is it? Punning. Will you cover then, sir? Will you cover? Will you help in eating all the thing, covering up? Lancelot, not so, sir, neither. I know my duty. I know what I have to do. Lorenzo, yet more quarreling with occasion. Wilt thou show the whole wealth of thy wit in an instant? Will you show all your humor and wit in one occasion itself? I pray thee, I request you, understand a plain man in his plain meaning. You understand a simple fellow in simple way. What do you mean of simple? No decorations, no additions. Plain as he is. I pray thee, understand a plain man in his plain meaning. Go to thy fellows, your friends, go to your friends, bid them cover the table, bid them lay the table, serve in the meat, and we will come in to dinner. Here cover means cover the table with the dishes, laying the table. preparing the table for dinner. Lancelot, for the table, sir, it shall be served in. For the meat, sir, it shall be covered. So what is their meaning of cover? We will know slowly. For your coming into dinner, sir, why let it be as humors and conceits shall govern, as humor, fun, and conceit, understanding, as we take as a fun, as we cheer and understand the situation, we will have the dinner. Oh dear discretion, how his words are suited. Oh, how talkative is this fellow. He talks exactly the same words that are needed for the context and the occasion. Oh dear discretion. What is the meaning of discretion? Discretion is the using of knowledge as and when, as it is required. As and when, how it is required. Speaking and behaving that way is called discretion. Oh dear discretion, how his words are suited, how properly does he speak. The fool hath planted in his memory an army of good words. A fool, can a fool plant good words? Then he is no more a fool. The fool had planted in his memory an army of words, good words, and I do know many fools that stand in better place, furnished like him, and that for a tricksy word, by the matter, for a tricksy word, for a tricking word, for a deceiving word. These are all silly matters. How cheerest thou, Jessica? How cheerest thou, Jessica? How nicely you are cheering, encouraging, Jessica. Because she's also adding more fun. She's also showing how humorous she can be. And now, good sweet, say thy opinion. Who is this good sweet? Huh? Jessica. So, and now, Jessica, say thy opinion. Huh? Say what you want to say. How dost thou like the Lord Bassanio's wife? How do you like? How dost thou like Lord Bassanio's wife? Who is Bassanio's wife? Portia. You tell now. How do you like Bassanio's wife Portia? Jessica. Last all expressing. Everything is said. It is very meat. Very meat. What is the meat? What is the meaning of meat? It is very meat. Eating meat? It's appropriate. It is proper. It is fitting. It is very fitting, or it is proper. The Lord Bassanio lived an upright life. He lives very upright, unblameable, unblaming life. That means righteous life. So, having such a blessing in this lady, he is a blessed man. He is blessed with the blessing of Portia. Portia is his blessing. For having such a blessing in his lady, he finds the joys of heaven here on earth. He is already tasting the heaven here itself. So, the blessing he received in the form of Portia is bringing anticipation beforehand, the tastes of heaven. Heaven is experienced only after death. Even while living, this man is blessed so much that he is tasting heaven here on earth. Why? If two gods should play some heavenly match, and on the wager lay two earthly women, and Portia won, there must be something else pawned with the other for the poor rude world. Hath not her fellow. Suppose two gods are fighting for two women. And if on earth, why, if two gods should play some heavenly match, if they are competing for these two women, and Portia won, if one of those two women for whom gods are fighting, one is Portia, who must be the other one? And there must be something else pawned with the other, bet with another one, for the poor rude world, for this world, hath not her fellow. So, who in this world, who will be the appropriate person standing against or standing on par with Portia? There cannot be another heavenly person like Portia. Lorenzo, even such a husband hast thou of me, and she is for a wife. What is that? Jessica, you have a husband in me who has all the good qualities which you have described in Portia as an ideal wife. Jessica, nay, but ask my opinion too of that. You ask me, but you should ask my opinion on that remark that you have made. I will anon. I will consult you soon. First, let us go to dinner. Come, let us go inside for the dinner. Nay, let me praise you while I have a stomach. What is that? Stomach is not the body part, but as long as I have the chance to praise you, let me praise you, because she is a lover of Lorenzo. She is the wife of Lorenzo. Naturally, she wants to praise as she is feeling favorable time to praise her husband. Lorenzo, no, pray thee, I request you, don't do that. Let it serve for table talk. You postpone it to be talked on the table. Let it be let it serve for table talk. Let it be talked over on the table while we eat. Then, howsoever thou speakest, in whatever way you speak, among other things, I shall digest it. Now, whatever you speak, among the many other things that you will speak, I'll be able to withstand that. I'll be able to grasp it, digest, make it my own. Jessica, well, I'll set you forth. Okay, I will leave you. You are free. They leave. So that is Act 3. Act 3, Scene 5. And with that we have completed the Act 3. This is fairly a medium-sized act. Perhaps the first one you have seen similar size. The fourth one is going to be longer. But it is good that we summarize. We summarize Act 3. There are 5 scenes, and we must know all what has happened in each scene. Tomorrow, before we come to class, please write down the summary of each scene and come. Writing down the summary means you don't need to say, yeah, Portia said like this. You don't need. What is the plot? What is the action? The sequence of action. Okay? Sequence of action, please write and come. What is the action taking place? What is the event taking place? One after another. so that we know the sequence of action. We need to know that summary of the plot that has been revealed to us in Act 3. So we will proceed to Act 4 then. So tomorrow, please do that. And I told you, as and when we will complete third act, we will have a test. Okay, so that will be my FA1 part 2. FA1 part 1 you have done online. This will be FA1 part 2, and I will give you another test along with the others as and when we are conducting. Next Monday onwards you have. So tomorrow we will revise, and following day I will give you a test on this Act 3. It will be in the public examination model. Okay, so prepare and come. In the workbook, I think you have 11 passages on this. Do you have the workbook? Just check up. Did I give you any notes for any of these passages? Okay, I will check and forward you on WhatsApp the notes for these 11 passages, but I want you to there are more than 11. Scene wise they have given. Okay. Scene wise you have. I will, as and when I find time, I will pass on to you some notes. You need to copy it on the workbooks. How many more minutes do I have? The fourth act is very interesting. We will have a court scene where Shylock appeals to the Duke, and Duke calls for the judgment. So all the people are in the court. How the arguments take place, we will see. But there are important passages which can come for your annotation. You need to pay attention, and that will be the last portion for the English too, because you don't have the fifth. You need to read the fifth act to know the story, but for exam's sake you don't need to prepare, but you must know, because some knots that were not untied in the fourth act, they will be revealed to us in Act 5. But Act 5 is a very short one. If time permits, we will complete that. Just turn off that.